So what we will now do is we are going to showcase two of our members who will talk about the work they're doing on AI and the technologies they've built to help the areas of smart buildings, smart healthcare and smart retail. Specifically, what we're going to have is Mr. Eric Lowe, who's the Vice President of a company called Gelement, who will talk first about smart buildings.
Okay, good. Amazing. You have crossed the 2 hours mark, and you have gone through the big picture overview, the concept of smart city, transformation, roadmaps, application, governance, and even business model and use case study for Japan, for Philippines, for Jakarta. And today, I want to share, and thank you very much for the organizer to bring us here, the Smart City Network. My name is Eric, Vice President, Gelement, and also a SCN EXCO member. I would like to share with you smart building, and in this space, applying AI to this digital twin solution. Before I move on, let me share a little bit about Gelement, the company. Okay, today we are a smart technology enabler, which means that we did some real projects. And for the last 20 years, we have been in this space as a Singapore software company. And in today's context, we are glad to say that we are in the leadership as well in terms of the 3D digital twin, which you heard a little bit about the speakers previously. But today, I will concentrate on smart building more instead of smart cities. Although we have implemented some smart city reference pilots in even Bandung, the second tier city for Indonesia. We have done it for Chiang Mai. We have even did it for Sentosa Islands as well as Formula One premise. But in terms of smart building, we have done even more than 30 projects in Asia. And today, we are also the anchor member of Smart City Networks. These are some of the awards that we have won over the years from smart cities related to IoT related, as well as the Asia Pacific ICT Awards. We have been involved, as well as working with different eco-partners, whether they are the building management, the energy management, the security, CCTVs, environmental, IoT, but more importantly, today's topic is related to AI, where we work with various AI companies as well, including the latest MOU we have signed with even Huawei. That is some of these market verticals that we have been involved, more than 30 over references in terms of smart technology enabler. But more importantly, I would like to share here is that we are actually also looking at convergence of technology, convergence of AI, convergence of digital twins. And that is what I think you have been educated or even shared in the previous, that the digital twin is upcoming. It's actually a digital duplicate of the real thing, or even is a 3D map. But what you see previously, probably, or even currently, may be about visualization of information. But I think I want to take you one step ahead of even beyond visualization of information, beyond just what digital twin today are delivering. We want to put in the AI context, coming together to meet the user requirement. As you know, I'm talking about smart building today. Just to share with you, there's these two key functionality that smart buildings are transforming. So they are actually used today as a building facility management platform, or they are either using it as a building security management platform. Okay, but I think with the gradual introduction of AI in the space of the smart building management, smart buildings have already been transformed or even evolved into what we call outcome-based, or even they are related to what can we do with this technology. So situation awareness is one of the very key. That's where you actually are not only talk about information visualization, you are actually also going into operation response and using it for incident management. That's what I think today we are all looking at in terms of technology convergence. We are able to converge the different kinds of information sensors, AI related or non-AI related or even conventional, all into one platform space for building facility management. As well, for the other area which I mentioned about the other category is the building security management. So today you see how digital twin as well, 3D models, digital twin are putting together the different security system, the different sensor systems, including the AI coming in now. So, but what we are looking at is how to make use of all this aggregation or information that we have aggregated. Now, situation awareness is very important because what we really want to know is not only just what is it being managed by the building, but it's actually looking at the different functionality. How are we aware of how this functionality can link to each other? And also, in terms of operation, we are looking at the different kind of operation. You see, in one smart building, there's so many different kind of building technology, and you have to actually try to associate with one another, and more hopefully it makes sense for your building operation. And that's why I think in the very beginning, when we mentioned about 3D digital twin or digital twin 3D model, it's inevitable. Okay, and I want to show to you why it's so inevitable. Because with AI coming in within a digital twin solution, AI is going to smarten the sensor data. While you're collecting all the data and the sensor capability that you may have already, AI is going to smarten that data even further. AI is also going to help produce faster outcome, and that's what actually it means. You can process a lot of data with AI, the help of AI coming into the picture. More importantly, when you present the knowledge, I will call it, AI also make it more relevant and clearer. Well, for what purpose? For final decision making. Okay, and last of not least, AI actually also facilitate operation. So enhancing the operational capability, automate the process to result in more productivity. And that's exactly why we are looking at all this involvement of AI and converging it together, and even presented it in a very the process that AI process the alerts and enable the real-time information and situation awareness that I have mentioned to you in the form of a dashboard. So what AI can further enhance is the operational planning as well, and also simulation. So if you know there's so many different silo systems that's able to do simulation, that's able to do operational planning, and this is something that we are also aggregating or even putting them together, to show the use case. Okay, including AI real alerts, AI simulation for operation enhancement. For example, this you can do planning within this space of digital twin. And I think I only have 15 minutes, so I believe I want to share with you more. But let me summarize first. Digital twin, AI, and smart technology. Today, I think we have to converge them to meet the user requirement. Okay, and actually the user requirement matters, and how it serves the public. That include our ability now to integrate with robotics and drone. So what we do in Gelement is now we have even moved on to integrate more system product like robotics and drone systems, especially robotic system, which I think my next speaker will actually share more about that robotics related. And we have many proven and real smart building and cities project that will give you a reference, a good reference to even kickstart some of the pilots that you are trying to do, or using us as a reference. And my advice is to implement them in phases. As you can see how complex it can be to do a smart city, or if you just try to dump everything into it, it has to be in a step-by-step manner, and budget consideration, of course, as a pilot project, or even from the consultancy stage. Okay, so in the last statement I want to say is that AI solution today must not exist only for day-to-day automation, which I think most of them are concentrated now, but also for emergency situation, which is why I think our mission is to be able to deliver a full-fledged turnkey emergency dashboard solution for all our customer and partners. So with that, let me share with you one video, a very short one about us. Yeah, okay. So I think you have a glimpse of our webinar that we have been conducting in the month of August, and we are still having one. We yesterday is one of the 3D emergency management dashboard webinar, and I think next week we'll have the iKiosk as well. So this will be repeated in the month of September. If you are keen, don't mind, you can actually register to www.gelement.com. or contact our sales at gelement.com. Okay, so you are all invited to our Nucleus webinar by Gelement if you want to know more. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you have a good time later. Thanks.
Thank you, Eric. That was very good and very important. Smart buildings, absolutely. We are all in buildings.